Well, now to extra depth on a program within Border Patrol to support agents with mental health. ABC 7's mental health correspondent Avery Martinez brings us the story of Blitzen, a chaplain's support animal helping CBP agents deal with the impacts of their work. It's the latest in-depth reporting of our continuing Be Mindful coverage, digging into mental health in the borderland.
They work together as a team, this canine that you see here, Blitzen, and his handler, Brian Bagwell. Brian and Blitzen are part of an effort to provide more mental and emotional support to CBP agents nationwide. Bagwell is a veteran of Border Patrol, and he's been amazed by the impact that Blitzen has had since joining him almost a year ago.
There's probably a lot that our employees go through that a lot of people aren't quite aware of. There's a lot of mentality of just suck it up, get the job done. That can be really hard trying to support our employees that way.
But that's where Canine Blitzen enters the picture. Working and living side by side with Bagwell, Blitzen has been specially trained to provide emotional and mental support to improve the well-being of agents.
People just are much more willing to talk and to lower their guard and to just kind of take a moment to breathe and just be a human being, a person that can just relate and talk to somebody.
As a chaplain, Bagwell has worked on his own, but with his canine by his side, he's felt a change.
There's studies that show that when a canine gets introduced into an interview, actually they talk more when there's a canine, a support canine on scene.
All of the service dogs are stationed on the southern border, which means Blitzen and Bagwell often travel to support agents and families across the U.S.
They just all seem like really happy people, and there are many times where I'll be leaving and their boss or someone comes up to me and they said, "Man, I haven't seen them this happy in months, years. I've never seen them smile like that."
Bagwell believes part of that is due to Blitzen's personality and his background as an agent.
For them to relate, and part of Blitzen's job is to help bring those walls down, and he does a fantastic job of that.
In other situations, Blitzen is helping people affected by the work of CBP.
We're attending a funeral, and one of the spouses of one of our fallen agents was having a really hard time in the funeral, kind of reliving those moments of losing her husband. Her oxygen levels were going down. She was hyperventilating, and we brought Blitzen, and we just kind of ministered to her and just totally kind of relieved a lot of that.
But even Bagwell isn't immune to the effects of his job.
The trauma, the critical incident response, it can be taxing, and you'll see it on him. You'll probably see it on me. It can be a lot of weight on your shoulders, so it's kind of nice to have that partnership, and we're kind of both there for each other. He's the support canine, I'm his support human.
Bagwell believes that Blitzen is helping those he meets and the efforts by CBP.
I've seen a tremendous difference in the culture and in the mentality and in the receptiveness and in the education of mental health. That goes a long ways in not just the performance of our employees, but how they behave at home and off duty.
That's great, Blitzen. We've heard a lot today about all the work that you do here with CBP. I just wondered if you had anything to say for yourself about your mental health career. Fascinating. I don't think I could have said it any better myself. It's obvious you're doing an important service, so I appreciate your comments. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Thank you. I'm Avery Martinez for ABC 7.
Thank you.